Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Alissa Capron and I post new cleaning videos every Tuesday. Last week I told you guys about how my house got hit by an inland hurricane and we actually lost power and water for about 6 days. So today's Clean With Me video is me just getting my house back to the way it was and starting with the fridge because we actually had to get rid of every single thing in our fridge and in our freezer. As you saw in those beginning clips, the freezer is still completely empty. So everything you see in here is stuff that I just recently bought, and a lot of those beverages actually came from my mom that she wanted to kind of help us fill our fridge back up. So now I'm just putting away some of the groceries I got, and then I'll move on to cleaning the rest of the kitchen, which our kitchen got absolutely disgusting from not having power. And there were dishes that just sat in the sink for 6 days, and one of the containers of leftovers I took out of the fridge had mold in it, and our coffee maker had a little bit of coffee left in it, and that also had mold. So I'll also show you how I clean my coffee maker today in this video, and I'll be doing a lot of cleaning in this kitchen. A few people that I know said that they would much rather lose water than electricity, and I promise you that is not the case. I quickly learned how important having water is because without water you can't even use your own toilet. So that's why last week I told you that our house was unlivable because you couldn't even go to the bathroom and we didn't have power, so you couldn't do anything with that either. So I quickly learned how important it is to have running water. So now I am putting all of the dishes that I can into this dishwasher, and underneath all of those dishes are actually parts of our freezer. There's the freezer shelves, and I'll just be washing those just to make sure that they're nice and clean before I put them back into the freezer. I wanted to mention that when I started cleaning on this day, I was extremely overwhelmed and I didn't really even know where to begin. I kind of like starting in the messiest room just so that I can get it over with. However, when you are overwhelmed, I think it's sometimes helpful to start with a really small task, and then you can kind of motivate yourself to keep going after that. So my small task was just unloading my groceries, and then I just kept going to clean the rest of the kitchen. Now I'm washing the rest of these dishes by hand, and I'm using the Dawn antibacterial dish soap. And I'm using this dish soap because these shelves that were in our freezer did have meat on them, and I'm also washing the coffee pot that had mold in it too. This that I'm washing right now is part of my coffee maker as well. So the first step to cleaning your coffee maker is anything that can be removed, clean that in the sink, and then I'll show you how to clean the rest of it in just a little bit. So to clean the inside of your coffee maker, you'll just need water and vinegar, and I like to use distilled water just because I have well water, so it's kind of hard. But I have a 12-cup coffee pot. I think that's what the 12 means on it anyways, but I fill it up to the 11 mark with water, so you can kind of see how far I filled up with water, but it's basically almost all the way with water. And then the rest of it I fill with vinegar, and then you just run a cycle like that, and then when it's all done you can just wipe it out and be done. Or I like to run one more cycle with just water after I do the vinegar and water cycle also, just to make sure it's extra clean. Now I'm wiping everything down over on this counter, and my stovetop was not dirty at all because it hadn't been used in a week. really hate drying dishes, but since I had to put these shelves back in the freezer, I just decided to dry them all instead of letting them air dry. So now I'm just moving all of these vegetables over to the sink to rinse them off and then change out these towels underneath them. And even though our garden did get mostly smushed by a tree, it still seems to be doing okay, except for the cucumbers are definitely done for. Those big things are spaghetti squash, and I had actually never had spaghetti squash before, but I just Pinterested some recipes and I found out that I actually really like spaghetti squash. So I am a big fan of that and I would definitely try it. My coffee pot was done brewing with the vinegar and water, so now I'm going to run one more cycle through with just water. Now I'm moving on to cleaning the living room, and that little lantern on the floor is what we were using to see. And then yes, that is a Nerf ball. We had some friends over who brought their kids and they really love to play with the Nerf guns. I actually have 3 more Nerf balls that you'll see in a second that I pick up off the floor. And then what I just carried to the kitchen was our ice maker from the freezer that we had put in the bathtub just so that when the ice all melted it wouldn't go all over the floor. Now I'm moving on to the bathroom, and it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but the shower wall gets really discolored right here because we point the shower head towards the wall just so that you don't have to get sprayed when you first walk into the shower. And I'm using a magic eraser to get rid of it, and it does require like kind of a lot of elbow grease, but a magic eraser is the best thing that I've found so far for my shower. And then I have never found something that I think works good for my tub. My tub is porcelain, so you're not supposed to use anything abrasive, but I just think it looks super discolored and nothing seems to really work for it. This pink towel on my counter is actually a makeup eraser, and I would highly recommend them. As you can see, it takes off all of your makeup and it's really gentle. You can get them on Amazon. I got this one at Costco and it came in a pack of 2, and they're pretty inexpensive, so definitely check those out. this point, I decided to start some laundry, so I'm doing towels and then the bathroom rug, and then you can kind of see I just put that makeup eraser in there too, and it comes out perfectly clean. We didn't actually have a ton of laundry because we both did our clothes at other people's houses, so we just have these towels, and I do like to add a cup of vinegar to my loads of towels, and honestly to all of my clothes, just because it really gets any like smells or anything like that out of your clothes. So now, as you can see, I'm moving on to the bedroom, and kind of exciting news for me, I guess. My boyfriend is making us a headboard, and I'm helping him out of an old barn door. So hopefully in my next video, I'll kind of show you guys a little bit of the process of that, and maybe it'll even be hung up by then. We'll see. So now I'm moving back into the kitchen to clean out this ice maker, and then I did just let this one air dry when I was done and had my boyfriend put it back because I didn't actually know how to put it back or how to hook it up again. And then I'm going to move on to vacuuming and mopping the floors. And last but not least, I am finally vacuuming my living room. So thank you guys so much for watching this extra long clean with me getting my house back to normal video. This video actually, it took me about 2 hours to clean my house, and I somehow edited that all into a about 30-minute YouTube video for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and keep watching if you want to see my after video of what my house looked like when I was all done.